How's it going, everyone? VenomousStare back with another ZVT. This time we have Polt versus Nerchio. Game 3 of the best of 5, which Nerchio currently leads 2-0. Nerchio is fast expanding. And it appears as Polt will be fast expanding as well. This map that they're playing on is very interesting because you either spawned close by air, which favors more of a macro game, or you spawn close by ground, which it's not too close. It's not like Steps of War, Close Positions Metalopolis, but these positions definitely favor Polt, who as a player is very good aggressively. He's someone who likes to attack a lot and put himself in the driver's seat and always be harassing. He's taking double gas. I'm going to speed it up a bit here. Actually, yeah, I'll keep it sped up until a deviation happens. Polt starts a marine and a bunker, so that's interesting to see that he didn't go Reaper. Polt has no idea where Nerchio is. Nerchio, he's about to figure it out. I don't think he's going to be happy with these positions. Nerchio preemptively made a few lings. If we go to units, he has 4. He does this every single game, I think pretty much because of Reapers. I don't think there's many other reasons. He's also taken a 3rd. But this is nice because even whenever the Reaper inevitably doesn't come, he can still use these lings to take towers. So it's just good to make them. I like that adaptation by Nerchio because in the first 2 games he really hasn't taken any damage from Polt's initial harassment. He's done very good at defending. Polt has manufactured a little wall in here and he's going to starport. So these double gas plus these 2 starport pretty much indicate 2-port Banshee. I'm just going to venture and guess that he's going to make tech labs on both, get cloak, and then just try to pump Banshees and hit Nerchio in the mouth with something he doesn't expect. Polt's currently behind 2-0 in the series. He might say, Nerchio's style, so good. He might just not want to play against it. Or he might not be used to playing against Infestor Ravager. But he's going to make these double tech labs on these starports. Almost certainly going to be 2-port Banshee. He's going to run forward a bit and harass, but Nerchio's 4 lings that we talked about earlier, as well as a little bit of creep spread, is going to stop that Hellion. 2 Banshees on the way for Polt, as well as cloak, so the game will pretty much be dictated, and by dictated I mean determined, on how much damage this does. Ooh, that's so bad. Please lift. Okay, good. So if we go to what Nerchio saw, this isn't good at all. He saw the starport with Tech Lab. Polt really needed to protect that. He was really relying on hitting Nerchio in the mouth with that attack. But now Nerchio is building spores. 3 spores for Nerchio. This is going to be really bad for Polt. He was relying on the element of surprise and kind of blew it, to be honest, because he built this in range of the natural ramp, and then he let a ling get up there. Whenever Nerchio saw that this starport had a tech lab, he could deduce that Polt was going to be making Banshees. So he was able to get spores up already. This is bad. I don't even know what Polt can do in this situation. He'll be able to get a little bit of damage because they're Banshees. He'll always be able to get gas drones and be obnoxious with tumors like this. So good start for Polt. Despite the scout, he also has double eBays on the way. Nerchio continues to scout Polt. This is a great spot for that Hellion, by the way. It stops Nerchio from taking his 4th there. 2 queens at the 3rd of Nerchio deflect the Banshees of Polt. A spore is about to finish. 3 drones go down, 4 drones go down for Nerchio, but if your opponent commits to 2-port Banshee and he only kills 4 drones, doesn't matter. Nerchio has continued to surge ahead with drones. He's really using his macro advantage here. He's getting his infestation pit as well as roach speed. This will allow him to go very quick hive tech, which is what he's been doing in the past games, which is very annoying to play against if you're Terran, and a very good style to do if you're Zerg, because it allows you to get such quick ultras. Polt has four of these Banshees, which are very good at picking off drones. Nerchio actually is in a little bit of trouble. He didn't have any Ravagers and only had 2 Queens, so even though Polt's Banshees got scouted, he did do 17 drones worth of damage. So Polt getting a little bit of a break as he takes his 3rd. So if you're a Polt fan, that was good. He's back in this game, so to speak. But I really don't think he's ahead. He's just not completely screwed like he was before. 1-1 ups are about to complete for Nerchio. In every game he's been getting infestors without pathogen glands, and that just perplexes me so much, but it's been very successful. Nerchio trades a Queen for a Banshee, which is obviously a good trade for Zerg. Let's see, where are his starports? Where are they? Oh, here they are. They're hidden. Notice how Polt lifted both of his starports from the tech lab, so he has no intention of making any more Banshees. So anytime Nerchio can kill a Banshee, it's very valuable. Double drop on the way for Polt. Smart move. Nerchio does not really ever go Mutalisk from what I see. He sticks to this Roach Infestor style with Ravager, very strong. But this leaves him a little bit vulnerable for drops. 2 drops, excuse me. Nice move from Polt there, taking that tower. Very smart. Polt scans, doesn't really see anything. What he was trying to do there is figure out where the army was to deduce whether or not he should drop in the main. But if we go to Nerchio's vision, he sees this double drop. He has 2 spores already because of the Banshees. That will be moderately helpful. But Polt's going to drop lots of Marines in Nerchio's base. Nerchio immediately starts more links to defend against this. Overlord speed completes for Nerchio. He starts his Ultra Cavern. But if we go to units, he doesn't have any Banelings. He has this Infestor though. Ooh, Fungal Growth narrowly missing. And a little bit of friendly fire there to add insult to injury. And Polt, in true obnoxious, talented Terran fashion, immediately drops on the other side and kills something else. Great move from Polt as he takes a 4th. This is the first game of the series you've really seen Nerchio be flummoxed by Polt, at least for a moment. Not that Nerchio made a mistake or looks bad, but he's completely and utterly defended everything Polt's done, seemingly, throughout the series. And he misses another fungal there, so Polt being down 2-0 is being very scrappy and microing well and multitasking well. Not that he wouldn't, but he's pushing forward with the tank combo. These Banshees will be very annoying for Nerchio to deal with because he never makes Spires. And by never, I mean in this best of 3. 4 Ultras on the way for Nerchio, so a huge clock on what Polt's doing. These Banshees will be annoying for Ultras, but not that annoying because he only has 3. Polt's trying to pressure forward here as this drop is going to backstab, but Nerchio has made spores in preparation for this. Both medevacs are going to go down. The Marines get out successfully. Polt's pressuring forward a bit more. He's leapfrogging forward with tanks, but Nerchio's Ultras are finishing. Polt's days are numbered. He scans, and that drop in the main dies to Ultras. Polt scanning, pushing forward, but Nerchio has Ultras. 1 Ultra being damaged, but immediately transfused. Ravagers coming forward being picked off. Nerchio's kind of going in piecemeal here. He needs to be careful. But here comes Nerchio with the Ultras. He pulls back a bit. Polt scans Nerchio's 4th. He needs to know how many units Nerchio has. Polt is abusing this very short rush distance. Intelligent move here. Nerchio's going to attack with his Ultra Roach. Very tanky army. Polt doesn't have any Marauders. He's just with this Marine tank mix, and Polt's just going to get his doors blown off with Ultras. 6-2 ultras, boys. Polt just cannot compete with that. He doesn't even, his 2-2 just completed. He only has +1 on his tanks, and he has not the right composition. So even though he did some damage to Nerchio in the mid game, it looks like he's in a bit of trouble here. Because he has not established a fourth, Nerchio has a huge tech advantage. And even though Polt's ahead in supply, Nerchio can make units that Polt cannot deal with. Ling's coming forward from Nerchio. Is the only thing he really lacks in this game is the crackling upgrade. Polt doing a good job chasing away Nerchio. And stay out. I love to see this. I love so much to see Zergs making additional queens to heal their ultras. I remember Suppy did this to great effect in a WCS game. He made like 8 queens to spam heal 1 ultralisk. Hey, calm down. Nerchio is running away with changelings. That's pretty funny. Drop on the way for Polt. He's going to probably cancel Nerchio's 4th here. And he does. Nerchio could not react in time. There's really nothing he could do. Polt picks up, flies away, and Nerchio restarts the 4th. So good move by Polt delaying that. I'm sure Polt's going to scan here and clean up some tumors. He does. But Nerchio is poised with his ultras. Polt's going to drop again. He knows he does not have the army comp to fight this straight up, so he's going to drop and drop and drop and hopefully pick Nerchio apart. 3-3 starts for Nerchio to hinder the picking apart, and Polt starts to long distance mine. Polt is starting +1 air attacks, and Nerchio is doing a huge push, preventing this 4th from being taken. This is very, very scary for Polt. He only has 10 Marauders and 21 Marines, and Nerchio has a lot of Ultras and Infestors. Defensive perimeter with Venn diagrams being set up for Polt, but Nerchio has a very tanky army. Corrosive Vials go down and kill Liberators. Polt is trying to take this 4th, but the rush distance of the map is working against Polt because he can't really catch room to breathe right now. Every time he wants to do something, Nerchio's right in his face, and the rush distance on the map isn't long enough to make Nerchio run back and forth. Big Fungals going down as Nerchio kills a few of Polt's bio units. Nerchio sending Ultraling up to defend his bases. Transfuses from the queens going down, but the queens do perish. Polt again trying to take this base. But again, Nerchio using the rush distance to his advantage, spreading this creep forward. It's already almost at Polt's front door. Polt trying to drop again. This is smart. Nerchio is going to try to force the issue again, running forward with Ultras. More Venn diagrams being set up for Polt, but there's so much tanky Zerg here. Polt simply cannot cut through this army. There's an absurd amount of HP. Nerchio just absolutely steamrolls Polt. He's going to win the series 3-0. He's up by almost 100 supply. Showcasing fast Ultra every single game. Polt didn't have an answer for it. He tried to whip out a cheese in game 3 and it simply didn't work. Is about to complete for Nerchio. Polt's trying to be obnoxious and drop. He's succeeding in being obnoxious, but not winning the game. Some more Ultras come out for Nerchio. He'll obviously be able to defend this 1 drop, 2 drops, 1.5 drop. Nerchio also built a Spire, which is intelligent, because if worst comes to worst, he can get Ultras. Ling's coming over to try to defend this drop. Polt picks up, he's going to fly into the main and meet an Ultra. And this is an Ultraverse Marines. It's pretty filthy. If you enjoyed the game and want to see more games of StarCraft, or maybe some Overwatch, subscribe to my channel.